In June of 1983, the U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command handed an unusual assignment to a military intelligence officer named Wayne M. McDonnell. His orders were to dedicate serious time, resources, and analytical rigor to investigate a method for altering the fundamental mechanics of human perception. The result of that investigation was a declassified report titled Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. McDonnell's approach was strictly pragmatic, relying on biomedical research and quantum mechanics to evaluate whether human consciousness could actually transcend the restrictions of time and space. The report identifies a core physical problem with our normal waking state. Right now, your mind acts like an ordinary lamp. It expends energy in the form of heat and light, but it does so in a chaotic, incoherent way, diffusing its power over a wide area with very limited depth. To truly harness cognitive power, the military required a scientifically valid way to synchronize that energy. They needed a method to turn the human mind from a diffuse lamp into a highly concentrated, disciplined laser beam. The validated solution was an audio technique developed by the Monroe Institute called Hemi-Sync, or brain hemisphere synchronization. Hemi-Sync uses a phenomenon called the frequency following response. When you wear stereo headphones, the system plays one specific frequency into your left ear and a slightly different frequency into your right. Your brain detects the mathematical difference between these two tones and hears an invisible beat in the middle. To match this internal beat, both hemispheres of the brain synchronize their electrical output. This process forces the physical body into a state of virtual sleep, while keeping the conscious mind completely awake and aligned. In this state of deep relaxation, the body's internal rhythms change. Normally, every heartbeat creates a chaotic biological echo as pressure waves rebound through the aorta. Under the discipline of Hemi-Sync, this bifurcation echo fades away, and your cardiovascular system enters a state of profound stillness. This stillness allows the body to become a tuned vibrational system. As outlined in the report, you begin to resonate at a frequency between 6.8 and 7.5 Hz. This aligns the human nervous system with the resonant frequency of the Earth's ionospheric cavity. In this condition, you function as a coherent electromagnetic oscillator. You are no longer just a biological organism. You are vibrating in perfect, harmonious synchronization with the electrostatic medium of the planet itself. To explain how a synchronized brain interacts with dimensions outside of space-time, the report turns to theoretical physics. It clarifies that solid matter does not actually exist as we perceive it. Paragraph 11 describes atoms and molecules as oscillating energy grids vibrating at extraordinarily high speeds. The military's operating premise was that the entire universe is a gigantic hologram of interacting energy fields. Exhibit 2 defines human consciousness as a localized reader of this hologram. Our minds interpret universal energy patterns and translate them into the three-dimensional reality we see around us. When brainwaves reach a high enough frequency, they experience clicking out. As an oscillating wave reaches its point of rest, it briefly drops below Planck's distance, the smallest possible unit of measurement. For an infinitesimally brief moment, your consciousness steps out of our time-space dimension. The report explains that by systematically clicking out, consciousness enters a state of infinite energy known as the absolute. From this vantage point, the mind can perceive and interact with the energy patterns of the universe before they are translated into physical matter. This transition from theory to application begins at a state called Focus 12. In this expanded awareness, the Monroe Institute training provides specific tools to begin the systematic reorientation of reality. Section B describes a technique called patterning. This involves taking a desired objective and vividly projecting it into the universal hologram. By creating these thought-generated energy patterns, you establish the basis for that goal to manifest in your real physical life. The Energy Bar tool involves visualizing a pulsating dot of light, stretching it into a vibrating cylinder to channel healing energy. By twisting the cylinder into a swirling vortex, it becomes a portal to remote-view distant locations. These techniques were not viewed as mystical rituals. The military assessed them as pragmatic, systematic methods for influencing the underlying energy fields that constitute our physical world. The advanced levels of Focus 15 and 21 allow consciousness to move beyond the boundaries of linear time. The report states that these states provide access to events in the past and the discovery of future probabilities. The phenomenon that most interested military intelligence was the literal out-of-body movement. This occurs when the brain is synchronized and the skeletal muscles are in a state of complete REM stillness. Once the body is resonating in harmony with its electromagnetic environment, specific separation maneuvers can be employed. The report describes participants rolling out of their physical shell, just like a log. Alternatively, some practitioners lift vertically, like a telephone pole, separating in a rigid, head-first manner until they find themselves standing at attention at the foot of their physical body. A fully detached consciousness can process information instantly. Free from physical distortion, it can interface with energy systems and dimensions that are entirely alien to traditional human physics. McDonnell's final assessment to the commander was unequivocal. He concluded that the gateway process is a sound and scientifically valid method for mental expansion, offering a fast and pragmatic approach to unlocking human potential. The military verified these protocols for human ascension and then quietly archived the findings. But with the report now declassified, the secret of how to synchronize the mind is out in the open. This knowledge proves that turning a scattered, chaotic mind into a precise, coherent laser doesn't require decades of mysticism. It requires a systematic understanding of your own biological resonance. Now that the vault is open, which of these techniques will you investigate first? Would you use patterning to reorient your reality, the energy bar tool to gather distant intelligence, or would you attempt to roll out of your body to explore the cosmos? Let me know in the comments below.